Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Melida Barrow. I was born in Panama City, Panama, Central America. But even though I'm a woman of African descent, I'm an African woman, no doubt. I have a message for all of you today. America and the world believe they have a systematic racism problem. But in reality, the elite of this world has created and crafted a sustainable illusion of white supremacy, of superiority, and privilege towards non-whites based on a lie. Only the illusion, which was accepted by non-whites for centuries. If you believe, listen to me, if you believe someone is superior to you based on the color of their skin, then we have a lot of work to do. If you believe that someone is smarter than you are based on the color of their skin, then we have a problem. We have to fix this now. Our minds were conditioned from birth to accept this illusion, and there are no economic empowerment in it. The power of this illusion became a reality due to slavery, colonialism, genocide, and free labor through weapons of destruction, which created hunger, displacement, deaths, and sickness. People, listen to me. And these are people from around the world, whether you are indigenous of your land, whether you're Black, whether it doesn't matter. We were giving all these names. We were told that we are a certain color, and we believed it. We were told that we are monkeys, niggers. We were told everything in the book. We have been defined by those that believe that they are superior. The forefathers of the elite today were criminals, which created a justice system to protect, created an illusion that made their children the elite of this world. Superiority of the white race and inferiority, ethnicity, and not of economic empowerment. And since the world accepted the illusion, since all of us accepted the illusion of the devil elite, the world will continue to witness its own destruction based on an illusion. This is why I call my book Unveiling the Illusion. Know who you are. It's time now to change our mindset. I know it's not easy, but it is one of the most powerful things you can do today. You are powerful. I don't care if you call yourself Latina, Latino, Black, colored, whatever you may want to call yourself, because that's what you were defined as. You are powerful. You just don't know it. Learning how to recognize a negative mindset is the first step. You have to recognize the things you do, the way you think. It is time now to dissect your mind It is time now to ask yourself, when you stand next to a white person, do you freeze up? Do you change the way you talk? Do you act different? Then if you do, it is time now for us to change our mindset. To change your mindset, again, is not an easy thing. Because from the time you were born, you've been indoctrinated to believe you're nothing and you're never going to be anything due to the color of your skin. Learning how to recognize a negative mindset, my God, is the first step. Once you do, you will be empowered to make those changes and start seeking out the positive. Doing this can often turn your entire life around because you've been so used to doing things that you believe that you have to do. I want us to begin to love ourselves. I want us to believe that God did not create us the way we are today. He created us with a spirit of resilience. Why is changing my mindset so hard? Why is it's so hard for you to believe that there's something wrong here in the world? Whatever your mindset may be, it's been subconsciously bred into you for a long time. It's hard to change something that's been the base for your thinking for such a long time. Every second of every day, you're going to have to constantly work to make a change in the way your mindset is today. Seek positive friends. Challenge your thoughts. Stop thinking that because of the color of someone's skin makes them superior. It is an illusion that you accepted, that your parents taught you, that your grandparents taught you, but they didn't know any better. Today, we have each other, global information that we can change with one another. I often find myself saying, if you jump out of your dreams, the only place you will land is in other people's reality. This statement is true and definitely applicable to today's social structure. It identifies the psychological breakdown of people who have had an epiphany or conscious awakening to their situation. You see, we must be awakened to a social reintegration, as our optimists love to call it, resiliency. Being resilient is having the ability to quickly recover from adverse situations that we encounter throughout life, whether it is stress, illness, injury, or behavioral modification. I woke up years ago. I woke up. That's what's happening to God's people. They're waking up from those that are killing us. It's very simple. That negative force is destroying God's people. And we are sitting back doing nothing. Why? Because we were indoctrinated with their religion. We were indoctrinated with their system. We were indoctrinated to serve, not to be entrepreneurs. not to be powerful as God created us to be. We were indoctrinated and we don't even realize it. Those in Hollywood, they feel like they need to get a trophy in order to tell themselves that I made it. No, you made it from the time you were acting. You made it before you started singing. You made it because that's the gift that God gave you. They didn't teach you how to sing. You knew how to sing from before. I know who I am. I'm awake. My parents, my grandparents been in a coma. I've been sleeping and now I'm awake. My job is to teach you, enlighten you, empower you. You know, I often think of the crab mentality. The African America culture refers this to mentality as being like crabs in the barrel, and often compare themselves as such. Let me tell you about the analogy of this metaphor claims that people of the same race will attempt to diminish the importance of anyone else of that race that achieves success beyond others. In other words, they are held back due to competitive jealousy, hatred, spite, etc. Is this your truth? Let's talk. Is this your truth that people of the same race are jealous and always trying to tear each other down? Do you believe that? Because I'm working with a lot of my brothers and sisters, and we love each other. And you know why? Because we don't believe in that metaphor. I don't believe it. But if you go from one generation to the next, telling your children that you can't work with black people, you have to work with white people. If you have to get a Jewish lawyer in order to win a case, if you have to put in your Facebook white people and balance it out. I was told one time, Mel, you can't put just black people on your Facebook. If you want to reach everyone, you got to mix it up a little bit. Mel, you're starting your company. You have to put white people in your website. Why? Why do I have to do these things to survive here on earth? Why do I always have to please the oppressors? Why can I not be me? Why can I not hire all black people, all Latino, all Filipinos, all whatever? Why is it that I can't do that? Why is it that I have to inject those that are saying that they are superior to me? Tell me, is this your truth? Why do you have to feel that you have to marry someone from another race for that person not to look like you? Is this your truth? Question about the barrel, the crabs in the barrel. Who owns the barrel? That's the question. Who owns the barrel? Who put the crabs in the barrel? Why do the crabs want to get out of the barrel? Did you ever consider crabs were never meant to be in a barrel? It is wrong for all crabs in the barrel to want to be free at the same time? That's a question. Is it wrong for all crabs in the barrel to want to be free at the same time? These are thought-provoking questions that you probably never ask yourselves that need to be considered and hopefully change the perspective about crabs being in a barrel. To me, each crab is resilient. They understand their purpose was never to be placed in a barrel, piled on top of one another. Just like the crabs, we were never intended to be placed in a restrictive environment, bunched together, because there's going to be a detrimental for achieving freedom. Let me make it plain. It is human nature to be free. Can we relate to that? It is human nature to be free. That is the way the God that I serve, the God of the universe that I serve, created us to be free. Don't believe the illusion that our own kind wants to annihilate us to make themselves better. It is time now to work together. Being resilient requires you to quickly identify and address the problem. When we acknowledge our state of being and embrace it from a spiritual perspective, it will create a new outlook in your life. Do not ever believe your situation defines who you are. We have to develop a resilient spirit that answers the call of God's purpose for our lives. We must reassure our purpose, sometimes out loud, to ourselves. Become refocused. Become refocused. Believe in yourself, understanding that although I have encountered unfortunate experiences, I can unequivocally recover. Yes, we can recover. It is time now for us to stop calling ourselves and diminishing the things that we can do. We look at ourselves and we say, I'm ugly. I have a big nose. I don't like my hair. I don't like my butt. I don't like my hips. That was me. I used to say to myself, I don't like my shape, because the standard in America was I had to be thin. So when I got here in 76, I had this shape. I still got my shape. I had my butt. I had the hips. At one point, I said, man, I wish I had a way to just cut these things down. That was back in 1976. I started hating myself because I was around people that was defining me. You have to be skinny. You have to wear your hair a certain way. My people, let's stop. Let's come back to our senses. Please, it is time to recover from this illness, from this disease that was put upon us by man. I must further elongate the process by going the extra distance to encourage others that they too can recover or be free. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because it is time now for us to recover. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. This is the time to be free. Thank you. This is Dr. Melida Barrow, and may God bless you. Good night.